Can you see the cat hair on my shirt?
No, you're good.
Okay.
My God, what is it?
It's a Haunt Squad Podcast Extra.
Hi, I'm Mike Wolfer, and welcome to a very special video edition of the Haunt Squad Podcast. Actually, this has got nothing to do with Haunt Squad. This is about me promoting my own stuff. As many of you know, I'm a comic book writer and artist. I've been in the industry since 1987. You may know me for a lot of my horror work on books like Friday the 13th, Night of the Living Dead, Lady Death, Gravel, Stitched, a whole bunch of them. Right now I'm also writing the Land of Time Forgot series for American Mythology Productions. But I have a Kickstarter that I'm launching, and that's what this is, for a self-published book called Widow Return to Spider Island. I created Widow back in 1992 just as a quick little one-shot B-movie drive-in kind of, little horror thing. And people really took to it, and they wanted more, and I kept making more. And I continued doing Widow for about 10 years. But then I got involved with other projects and I never went back to it. And people have been asking me for a while now, when are you going to go back to Widow? Well, that's what this is. The first new self-published Widow story in, I think it's 11 years. Now, this Kickstarter the goal of this is to raise $3,000. And with that, I'm going to pay all the creative costs involved with producing this graphic novel, as well as all the print costs involved with all of the different rewards you guys will be getting. Now, the very first Widow book that came out, Widow Flesh and Blood #1. Actually, this is Where Monsters Dwell #3, because I don't have a Widow Flesh and Blood #1. They're very, very rare, and you can find them on eBay for about $8,000. Did I say 8,000? It's like 4. But they're out there. In any case, the main reward for this book is an homage cover to that very first issue. There's also a nude cover variant, which I know some of you guys like that kind of stuff. I do, that's why I do it. But you'll see that this thing is filled with mature situations, violence, gore, nudity, a bad word here and there. It's definitely for mature readers. Now, we'd like to do one of the most popular features of the Haunt Squad podcast, and that's the question and answer thing. Natalie Jane, if you could.
Hi, Mike.
We have some questions.
Yes, we do. Okay. First one here. Dear Mike, why must you do this? Your father and I love you very much and hate to see you throw away your life.
Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Sorry.
Second question from Johnny Sodom in Utah.
Oh, Johnny Sodom. Okay.
Hi, Mike. What the heck is Kickstarter and why do you use it?
Oh, okay. If you guys are new to Kickstarter and don't know what it is, basically it's a fundraising program that creators use to gather the money together in order to make their dream come true. Now, in this case, I'm trying to put out this graphic novel, but there's a lot of costs involved in creating that thing before it gets out into people's hands. So people contribute money. In exchange for that money, they get rewards, which are all the cool little things that you see on the page, down below, all the different variant covers and different goodies. You donate money, you get good stuff. I use that money to create the big thing. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
All right.
The big thing.
Our final question from Zap Rousdower.
Wait,
somewhere
who?
in Zap Rousdower.
Zap Rousdower.
Zap Rousdower. Somewhere in Canada.
Uh-huh.
He asks, Mike, what are those oracle cards that you keep pushing on everyone?
The oracle cards. Okay, this is a thing that I came up with. It's like a game. It's like a game. They're these cards. They're sort of like tarot cards in a sense, and you can use them for entertainment purposes only to kind of like predict the future and forecast things in your life, and you take one card and then you put another card over, and then you get some words that match up, and then anyhow, they're really cool. People love these things. Every time I do a Kickstarter, I put more Oracle cards in because everybody keeps asking for them. And so in this Kickstarter, there is a new Oracle card, and it's a premium Oracle card, which means it's not going to be available to everybody in such large quantities after this campaign ends. So there you go. That's what it is. So in this campaign, we've got the regular edition and the nude edition of Widow Return to Spider Island. And there's also another book that is a reprinting of that very first Widow book I mentioned, Widow Flesh and Blood #1. And it's got this cool little, here, wait a minute. Let me see if it works. I'll try to show it. Here. Hopefully that worked. It's kind of like a cartoony variant cover. And there's also a bonus code edition, which that's kind of complex to explain, but there's information down below about that. And the best way to get that, and the easiest way, is to back another Kickstarter campaign that's running right now for The Land That Time Forgot. That's being run by American Mythology Productions. And if you back both campaigns, you have access to that bonus code edition of the 25th anniversary edition of the Widow Flesh and Blood #1. So, this isn't going on too long, is it? Because these videos, they get boring. You think it's okay? You're not saying much. So there you have it. We've got new books, we've got new Oracle cards, we've got a brand new Widow story that people have been waiting for a long time, and I have been dying to get back to this series. So I'm very happy to be working on it again. The script's already written, by the way. I just have to do the art. And I'm giving myself a lot of pad as far as my schedule goes. This thing's going to come out in December. Your rewards will ship in December. I want to make sure that I have enough time to finish the whole book so that I ship it on time. That's why I'm running this thing now in May. I think that's about it. Read American Mythology Productions books. They have a lot of great stuff out there. Read my stuff, of course. If you can, share this campaign on social media. Check me out on Facebook. I'm facebook.com/ what is it? Official Mike Wolfer. Right. And on Twitter, I'm, what am I?
Wolfer Mike.
At Wolfer Mike. Right. Oh, and Haunt Squad. Follow us. We've got new episodes coming out of the podcast this summer. And that's a whole lot of, it's a lot of stupidity, really. But it's fun. And you'll be getting updates about this campaign and my other campaigns that I have running on the podcast. So thanks a lot. I really appreciate all of you guys' support over the last couple of years with helping me return to self-publishing, helping out with all these Kickstarters, backing me, and just being there for me. And I hope you're enjoying everything that I've been putting out there. Thanks a lot. What do you think? Did I get everything? I mean, was it...